You cannot be successful trading inside of Pocket Option without using some form of martingale. There's just no way to do it. And on this video, I'm going to show you a method that's even better than the traditional martingale when it comes to money management. Welcome back, guys. Mark here. Great to see you again. And we're going to just be doing some live trading on this video. No special or fancy editing or anything like that. I'm using real money. You can see that right up here. And here's my demo account. And here's my real money account, just like we always do on my channel. And I'll also be using the Wealth Warriors Trade Manager, which is a highly advanced trade manager with mathematical calculations that allows you to win even if you have losses. Now, I guess you could say this is kind of like a form of martingale, but instead of having only 7 losses and blowing your account, you have options here. This is fully customizable, and you can set yourself up to have multiple consecutive losses in a row beyond 7 or 8 or 9 losses. So that's what makes this tool so powerful, and it's a huge advantage over the traditional martingale methods. So I'll be sharing and showing you exactly how this works throughout this video. All right, so back over here in Pocket Option. Now, in terms of strategies and stuff like that, I'll be using the really popular strategy that I always use on this YouTube channel, which is the Fast 5 strategy. Now, recently, a lot of you that have been following me and a lot of our members that are a part of the private VIP group, you guys have been doing the updated modified version of the Fast 5 strategy. So you've been taking trades on every single 30-second candle. So that's what we'll be doing on this video. It really also makes a better video because you've got more trades, and you guys, as the viewers, you don't have to sit around and wait for me to take trades and all that. It's a very, I guess you could say, it's a high frequency type of trading. Everything moves very quickly. It's not for everyone. If you're the type of person that wants to take your time, you may want to use something like a 1 minute or 2 minute time frame, okay? But when we use the trade manager, there's several sessions that we need to complete every single day to reach our profit targets. For me, that's 2% per day. And so I need to complete 31 sessions. And it seems like a lot, but it only takes 1 win to complete 1 session. And that's based off of the settings that I've used up here. You can see I have for win trades, I have 1, and then for total trades, I have 10. Well, this just means that I only need to win 1 out of 10 trades to be successful and to stay in profit, because I think that's what a lot of you guys are after, is you want to stay consistently profitable. So this trade manager will allow you to do that, okay? So let's go back to Pocket Option, and I'm using the regular candlesticks. So if you want to follow along, you can just set the chart type to regular candlesticks right here. The time frame is going to be 30 seconds. Okay, so make sure to have S30 selected. And then over here with the timer box, I have this set to 5 seconds, right? I guess you could say it's the same thing almost every day. I also have a line chart strategy that I really like, actually. Might make a video tomorrow on this. And it uses this chart right here. And it also utilizes the super trend, which is, it's right here. It's a super trend indicator, and you take buys and sells. So it actually tells you when to take those buys and sells, which is really, really cool. So it takes out a lot of the guesswork. And it's also a very fast moving strategy. So if you guys have a short attention span like I do, you may want to check this out, but that'll be on my next video. But for today, we're just going to be using the regular candlesticks, 30-second time frame, 5-second expiry. Guys, make sure to watch the payouts. Look at that payout right there, 58%. Definitely don't want to be trading with a payout around 58%. And if you're new to Pocket Option, you're only getting back 58% of whatever you trade with. So if you put in $1 or $10, Pocket Option keeps the rest. I mean, you get 58%, they keep the rest. And some of you have tried to confirm or wanted to ask me to confirm that does Pocket Option make money even if you win? And the answer is yes. Okay. So you don't get to keep all of the profits. Pocket Option gets a portion of that even if you win. So it's not all about the losses, guys. So they do make money with the losses as well. They get to keep your money that you put into the platform if you do, if you don't use that money, or if you just lose that money within the trading portion of the platform. Pocket Option gets to keep that money. But if you still win multiple trades and you can withdraw your money, they have still made a profit. Pocket Option is still earning money that way. So just wanted to clear that up because I know there's some confusion with that. But for this strategy, we don't really need any indicators. So now the first step before we begin trading, we have to know what the exact trade amount is going to be, right? We can't just make up a number like $5 or $10 or $20. That would be nice, I guess, if you're using the traditional martingale method. You have to double it up or triple it up. That's not what we're doing here. That's why we have tools like the Trade Manager that give us the exact trade amounts for us, right down to the penny. So we don't pay, more than we need to, and we just, the trade amounts are just enough to help us stay in profit. And so that's the beauty behind this. The first trade amount you can see right here, I've entered in my initial capital. The first trade amount is 267. So let's go ahead over to Pocket Option, enter that in, 267. That's not even close. Let's go ahead and try that again. There we go. And how are you all doing out there? I haven't, I was away for about a week or so. Family wanted to get out of the house. And so we took a trip to Chicago, went downtown, really just kind of got out. And I don't know about you guys, but I've been looking at the computer screens, for months, working on the new version of the Trade Manager. We just released version 3. If you guys want to grab it, you can go over to the Wealth Warriors Alliance website, and you can find it right here if you want to master your trading and get profitable with some of the best tools for binary options. All that is available to you over on the website. But really happy to finally release this. And, we're working out a few bugs here and there. But for the most part, it's working fantastic. And a lot of you guys are seeing great success with this. So really, really happy to see that. So we got $2.67, $2.67. That's right, guys. You don't want to blow through all your capital right away. Some of you may not have this much inside of your Pocket Option account. But maybe if you did, maybe you would feel like you would want to trade with $100, right? Well, what if you had a losing streak? How fast would you go to $200 and $300 and $500? You go pretty quick. And next thing you know, you're down $1,000 and you have no way to recoup those losses. And in some cases, on this channel, sometimes we just break even. And breaking even is a lot better than leaving, walking away from the computer, where you have a lot of drawdown, maybe $500-$600 in a loss, and then come back the next day and have to recoup all of those losses. Well, when we trade and we use tools like the Trade Manager, we can prevent that from happening. So 267, let's go ahead and get started here. And what we're going to do is first change the chart because we want something that's paying out at 92%. And yes, I'm using OTC. That's what I use, guys. A lot of you are wondering, do I do live markets? Yeah, sometimes I do. With live markets, though, you're going to get a little bit lower payout. You see how the payouts drop a little bit lower down at 90%. If that works best for you, you can still come out in profit with an asset that has a lower payout, even in the 80s, because all you have to do on the Trade Manager is just adjust your payout percentage and make it low enough, even as low as 80%, and this will cover yourself for any type of payout slippage. If you start trading with the asset and it's at 92%, even if it drops down to 85%, you're still covered and you could still come out in profit. So that's a nice feature to have there. But for us, we're pretty hardcore, so we're going to start off here with 92%. Going to press my luck. We're only going to use the top pairs, top currency pairs here at the very top. Anything that looks like it's moving at a pretty good pace, that's what you're going to want. Okay, so this looks pretty nice right here, CHF JPY. And going to go ahead and enter, guys. So now, why did I enter? Well, because we're waiting for the first 5 seconds of the 30-second candle. And that was a loss. So what I'm going to do is mark this with an L over on the trade manager. It gives me the next trade amount, 558. Let's come right over here. 558. And dyslexic is working really well this morning, I can see. So we're at 26.25. Let's go ahead and enter. And guys, you're going to have losses. If you want to get those wins, you're going to have to have those losses first. So another L, 1162. Let's go ahead and enter that in. This is high frequency trading. We're doing everything very, very quickly here, guys. It's a very short expiry time, taking a trade on every single candle that I see. 28, 27, 26. Let's go ahead and go in for a sell there. Wait for a little bit more of a push down, but if we don't get it, looks like we did get it that time. So what do we do if we have a win? So we come over here, mark this with a W, just like that. And now it says the session has ended. So the initial capital that we started with was 38.44. Let's see what it is over on Pocket Option now. Now it's 38.46.93. So almost 38.47. So do you see that? Even if we had 2 losses, we only need 1 win, and we can stay in profit. Okay. Now, typically what normally people do is they have a couple losses. They will triple or double the amount, or they'll have to have maybe 2 more wins, or even sometimes they'll have to have 3 wins just to make up for those 2 losses. And that's something we simply do not have to do, especially with the trade manager. So everything is within the algorithm. So what I'm going to do, and since we're using the new version of the trade manager, all I have to do is click on the new session button right here. And that looks good. So it will reset and clear out all the entries. It will mark 1 session completed on the session counter. And for the initial capital, it should match that up really close. Oh, wow, it's identical. So look at this. Now we have the initial capital, 38.46.93. Over on Pocket Option, 38.46.93. It's exactly the same. So beautiful. I love when that happens. Just as I recently traded all day yesterday, and the initial capital, when I renewed the session, the balance stayed exactly the same as it did in Pocket Option. So we don't have to keep copy and pasting the balance back and forth, which is something that we had to do before. And it's a very tedious task. Also led to a lot of typos and things like that. So we don't have to worry about that anymore. So if you've set yourself up to only win 1 trade for each session, it actually makes it even more accurate. All right, so let's go ahead and keep moving on here. And let's just go ahead and take the next trade. So 267. There we go. So we can use this same chart if we want to. You can change the chart. And I'll go into a little bit more detail on how the strategy works again for those of you that have missed it. Currently, we're at 10 seconds. We've got 9 seconds left before the next 30-second candle. And as soon as that new 30-second candle appears, I will enter based on the color of the candle in the first 5 seconds. So now it's 27.26. The candle is red, a little bit indecisive there, guys. So that was a little bit risky. And let's just go ahead and wait this out. Okay, that was an L. And let me go ahead and mark this as an L. 5:57, this is why they call it the Fast 5. Things are moving really, really fast. So we got 8 more seconds before the next 30-second candle. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, here it is. There it is. 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. At the 25-second mark, whatever the color of the candle is, I will go ahead and enter, regardless of what it is, guys. So let's just go ahead and mark this with an L, 1163. Perfect. And we'll just go ahead and sit tight and wait for this to, waiting for the next 30-second candle. That's it. That's all you got to do. So 29, 28, 27, 26, 20, at the 25-second mark, the candle was green. We got a little bit of a push up there, and there we go. There's the win. Back over on the Trade Manager, let's mark this as a win by selecting W. The session has ended over here. Let's click on the New Session button, and we're done. That's it for that session. Let's look at the initial capital, 38.49.39. 38.49.39. Over here on Pocket Option, look, it's identical. 38.49.39. It's almost like it's synced together. Really, really cool, right? And so we've designed it that way because we want you guys to be able to get through these sessions as fast as possible. We've got 2 sessions already down. I only need 31 sessions to complete today to reach my goal of 2%. Looks good to me. What I'm going to do is just go right over here, look at the next trade amount, 267. So let's come back in 267. And if you guys want to protect yourself, make sure that the trade amount limit is turned on. Okay, you can make this a little bit higher than your typical trade amount size. This will prevent you, instead of entering $1, you enter in $100 or something like that. This all depends on your account size. Of course, I'm using $3,800, so I will set this up. And there are times when I trade with, I will have trades that are over $100. If you don't see that option turned on, here's what you do. You come over here to the little gear icon up here, click on the gear icon, click on trading mode, and right here there is a switch that says trade amount limit. And I think this is off by default. And sometimes if you refresh the screen or if you restart your computer, Pocket Option may, place this back to the off position. So just keep an eye on that. But if you have this turned on, you will see a little shield icon right next to the trade amount. You see that? See, if I turn it off, right here, trade amount limit, if I turn that off, now the shield icon is blank. Okay, it's just a darker icon. So this is just really quick at a glance. You don't even have to click on it. You know it's turned on if that shield is solid. Looks just like that, okay? So just want to share that with you guys. This will really save your butt. I'm telling you. A lot of you guys say, Mark, why do you always have to mention the same thing on the videos? Guys, I really appreciate all the support and everything. A lot of you that are coming back to my videos, you're watching them over again, and that's fantastic. Really appreciate all the support. However, you have to remember that I have new people coming to see my videos every day. Okay. Binary options, the Pocket Option sector is exploding. We have a lot of new members that have just created new accounts. I mean, there are new, Pocket Option probably has thousands of new accounts that are created every day. And a lot of the traders do not understand or have no idea about these features and how it all works. So that's why I want to just go ahead and share that with all my videos. And to remind you guys, because I know you might just sit down one day and start trading, not realizing that that thing is not turned on. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in here and let's get in some more trades. 267, let's go ahead and clarify that one more time. Here's a new 30-second candle, 26.25. Looks like it's green. I will go ahead and enter. Not going to judge it too much. I got one more second to go. That is a win. We come over here. We mark this as a win. We click the new session button. We're done. That's another session completed. I'm doing a lot of talking on this video, but if I were to just keep going and going and going, we're going to hit that 31 sessions here in no time flat. We're going to nail that. So let's check everything. Okay, it looks good, 267. Now, once your initial capital grows, so will your trade amount. Okay, and I want to answer the question that a lot of you guys have. Mark, have you ever blown your account with Pocket Option? I can't really remember when I blew my account. I may have lost like half of my account, but that was way, 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 way back when there was no trade manager. I think it was like the first couple of weeks I was trading with Pocket Option. I was trading like $10 trades and I lost like half of my account and then I just stopped. With the Wealth Warriors Trade Manager, I have never, ever, ever blown my account, right? It could happen, right? This is a risky space. Now, I can tell you that I have hit the stop loss. Okay. I've hit the stop loss. The Trade Manager has a built-in stop loss, and that has triggered, and I have stopped trading at that point, but I haven't blown the account. Okay, just wanted to put that out there. A lot of you guys are wondering about that. Well, Mark, now, guys, you have to use ultra-conservative settings. You have to be very careful when you do this. However, some of you that are very good with your strategies, you can put on more risk if you want to. That's totally up to you. You can use it at your discretion. But guys, be really, really careful with this. I mean, don't take advantage of it. It's a beautiful tool. Here we go. Ooh, I like this. 25 seconds to go. We've got 2 more seconds. Nice little push there to the upside. Got another win. Let's come back over here to the Trade Manager. Mark this with a W. Come over here and click the New Session button. You're done. It will change the initial capital inside here to update to reflect the capital that is inside of Pocket Option. Let's go ahead and make sure that matches up correctly. 3854.37. Look what we have inside of Pocket Option. 3854. Is that 37? Oh, guys. I think I'm getting a little bit too old for this game, but I did not read that correctly. 3854.31, and back over on Pocket Option, 3854.31. So it has matched. It almost seems like they're synced together, but they're not. This is a new feature that we call copy balance. So after you have a profit, it will copy the balance with that profit, with that new profit, and replace the initial capital that you have up here so you can continue to trade and compound your account, because that's what it's all about. And that's what we do at the Wealth Warriors Alliance. You guys can go over there and see all the incredible feedback that we have from members just like you, from all walks of life. And some of these members have never been profitable until now. They have tried Forex, they have tried futures, indices, crypto, stocks, and it really hasn't been a lot of fun. Trading itself has been very difficult. It's been stressful, right? There's no support system. You're trading alone. You have nobody to ask anybody or ask any questions to, or anybody there to answer the questions. It's just a one-way conversation in some cases. But that's not what we have here. We have a highly supportive community. It's a positive environment. We have ongoing member support. We have over 16, I think we just crossed 1,700 members. So I'll have to update this number again. But if you guys want to actually see the results of, what the members are doing inside of the group, you can go over to the website. I'll leave a link down below. In the description of this video, I will also pin a link to the comments, and you guys can see just all the beautiful, incredible results that our members are getting. We have members that are compounding their account, seeing, consistent growth over weeks, over months. It's all documented right here. Guys, these are not my screenshots. These are not. These are the screenshots from our students. And if you look at these, it's going to make it real. And that's the thing, is that when you're getting ready to sign up for something or you want to join something, you have no idea. And the biggest question is this going to work for me? And so this is why I have put as many screenshots and testimonials and as much feedback as possible on this website. I added 40 more images straight from the Telegram group. And you can see it all right here. We've got withdrawals. Here we go. Like I was just talking about, You can trade without stress and anxiety. There you go. So this member he just mentioned exactly what I was saying. Here's the back office. If you want to see actual pictures of the back office, the dashboard inside a Pocket Option to see if this is real, all of these screenshots are right here. And so guys, this is a one-time fee. This is not a reoccurring bill that comes in every month that you have to worry about. And most members make this back within the first couple days. Okay. It's affordable. You can get in anytime that you want. This is not like you have to get in now. Go to the website, take your time. There's no obligation. Be aware of the risks when it comes to binary options because let's just face it, most people lose money. But the only way to succeed with this long term is to have your money management in place. And guys, you have to use some form of martingale. There's really no other way around it unless you have an 80 or 90% win rate. But that day is going to come when you're going to have more losses than expected. You're going to have that 5, 6, 7, 8 losses in a row. Are you going to be prepared? Do you have a method and a strategy to climb out of that, to get out of that loss? And you can use the Trade Manager and it will help you get out of that and even go beyond. That's the power behind this. So anyway, you guys know this is my tool. This is my website here. Of course, I'm going to speak highly of it. But I do get overly passionate about the things that I create, and I'm really happy to see all the success from you guys. But that's the Fast 5 strategy. Oh, here's another one, 25. You see that? Oh, look at that. If you would have taken that right there, that would have been another win. Now, guys, again, this strategy is not for everybody. Everything moves very fast. If you want to take your time, you can enter a trade for 5 minutes. You can get up and go make a sandwich, come back and sit down. And, if that works better for you, then do that. But this is just something that I've decided to do. This is my plan. You guys can work out your plan. And if you want to, if you have the question of, are there other strategies? Yes, we have many, many strategies inside of the private group. We also have a strategy vault, which is inside the Telegram group. And so we have members posting new strategies every day, strategies that are working for them, and they will post them so you can try them out as well. But there you go, guys. That's the Fast 5, and that's how you can trade with the new form of martingale. Not exactly martingale, but it is a way that you guys can, still last, still get those wins, without blowing your account after a few losses. That's not what we do here. There are other ways to stay ahead and stay on top when it comes to Pocket Option. I wish you all the best of success. Have a wonderful day. And we'll see you on the next video. Take care.